Saturday's WBSS Cruiserweight final at Plaza Media Studios. It's the conclusion of Season 2 of the World Boxing Super Series, the battle for the Muhammad Ali Trophy. On the podium, we have Mairis, Briedis, the tournament #1 seed, the KO doctor Yuniel Dorticos, the IBF world champion and tournament #2 seed, and the man in the middle, Kalle Sauerland, chief boxing officer of WBSS. We have Raymond Seps from Team Briedis to translate for Briedis, and we have Luis Fonseca to translate for Yuniel Dorticos. And now, to you, Kalle.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final press conference. Boxing is back. Big time boxing is back. Live from the Plaza Media Studios this Saturday night in Munich. It's the final of the World Boxing Super Series, the Cruiserweight division. We know what the World Boxing Super Series serves up, the best versus the best. We've seen it this season.
How you guys doing?
Inouye versus Donaire, Taylor versus Progress, the #1s against the #2s of the division. And on Saturday night, we have an absolute barnstormer. We have the #2 cruiserweight on the planet, Yuniel Dorticos, a KO record of 91%, facing the #1 of the division, Mairis, Briedis from Latvia, a two-time world champion himself.
You guys all right?
So, over to
Busy
the
weekend.
teams. I'm going to be asking some questions today about how your preparations have been, how your feelings are towards the fight. And Dorticos, you had obviously a long camp, an enforced camp. It's a tough time in boxing at the moment, and especially for the athletes preparing for this, you know, with the dates coming. And how did you change your preparations? How did you prepare for this great event?
Bueno, primeramente le doy las gracias a Dios por estar aquí y el campo de entrenamiento ha sido perfecto. Nos hemos cuidado mucho y no hemos dejado de entrenar porque sabíamos que esto iba a pasar. Y nada, estamos aquí yo y mi equipo a darlo todo.
First and foremost, thank God for being here today. My training camp's been great. We've never stopped training, even though we had to go to all those different circumstances. I'm here with my team, you know, to perform and give the best, which I always have done.
And despite the conditions of the pandemic and obviously the final we had to push twice due to the pandemic, you had a great camp, you had a good camp.
Dice que obviamente la pelea se cambió 2 fechas por la pandemia, que pudiste de todas formas tener un campo de entrenamiento bueno.
Sí, el campo, las 2 fechas se cayeron, pero nosotros siempre nos mantuvimos entrenando y haciendo nuestro campo de entrenamiento y nada, esperar que esto pasara, que sabíamos que iba a pasar, gracias a ustedes que nunca no dejaron de hacer esta pelea que todo el mundo quiere ver y nada, estamos listos.
Yeah, even though the fight fell to twice, you know, with the dates, we stayed active with my team. You know, thank you for not losing faith, and we're still here today. We trained, we did what we needed to do, we stayed healthy, we protected ourselves, so here we are.
You look in absolutely fantastic condition, and so does the man on my right, the fighting pride of Latvia, Mairis Briedis. How was your camp? How did you have to adapt to your normal camps around the pandemic situation?
Latvia, remind me of the story.
Moments bija divas mums, un nezinu, kur bija labāk, pirmā vai otrā. To mēs redzēsim rezultātu cīņā, bet jā, paldies Dievam, kad cīņa notiks un notiks tādā lielvalstī arī kā Vācija, kas ir arī lielvalsts, boksa lielvalsts, tas ir liels pagodījums arī priekš manis.
IBF and the WBC Diamond, if I believe. I'm pretty sure it's the WBC Diamond and the IBF.
We had even 2 camps, hard to say now which one of them was better. We'll see that on Saturday night. Can't wait, looking forward to it. I'm happy and thank God that we will be fighting on Saturday, and I'm happy that we will be fighting in such a boxing country, in such a big country as Germany. I have good memories of this country, and I hope to come back here sometime again.
Well, you also look in absolutely fantastic condition. Mairis, you obviously were
Philip
so
Hrgovic
close
fight
in
this
season
weekend
one.
too, right?
That fight against Usyk, one of the best
I've been
fights
seeing
I've ever seen
posters for
live.
that.
It all went
I'ma
down
find
to
that stream if I
final
can.
round. Many had it for you, many against you. Usyk went on to the final, and of course, it was so close. It was so razor thin. Does that obviously still sit with you? I remember you sitting next to you at the press conference after the fight. You had tears in your eyes.
I'm trying to figure out
You
what
were
I'm
so
going to
motivated.
cook for the weekend.
Has it driven you?
Gotta
you feel,
finalize
to this
that today.
final? Has it driven you? Do you feel that your name is on the trophy? Is it something that has been going through your mind during this time?
Nu, cīņa ar Usyku, tādā cīņā es biju ļoti daudz sam pārdzīvoju, bet pēc tam es sapratu, ka tā tam bija jānotiek, jo manā dzīvē daudz kas sakārtojās, gan komandā, gan arī ārpus tās, un viss sakārtojās tieši tā, kā tam bija jānotiek. Ja piemēram, es būtu uzvarējis cīņu, tad iespējams, mana karjera nebūtu gājusi tā augšā, bet jā, tā tam bija jānotiek, un tāda Usyks tanī brīdī bija nopelnījis vairāk nekā es, bet šeit tāpēc ir man otrā iespēja, kurā, es domāju, mēs parādīsim arī fantastisku cīņu, kur atcerēsies ilgi un dikti boksa pasauli vispār, jā, par šo. Es tā ļoti ceru, ka būs ļoti skaista un ļoti
I'm staying away from beef.
Lai varētu baudīt
I've already had mine.
Vēl daudz gadus
I'm
pēc
good.
šī notikuma.
Damn, he gave a fucking whole essay.
Obviously, I was
Shit.
down after the Usyk fight. It took me some time, but now looking back at it, I can see that a lot of things have changed around me, in my team, in my career, and everything has gone uphill from there. So I really don't know if I would have won that night, if my career would have advanced the way it has right now, and I'm satisfied with how it's been advancing. So Usyk was better that night. It is what it is, but hopefully we can bring another classic on Saturday night, bring another fight that people will remember after a long time and will talk about.
Don't tell me what trash fights to not cover. I love trash fights.
The night in Sochi, and I remember after this, a fight which I must say I will probably show my grandkids.
The gall on you,
The
man.
fight
You got some
versus
nerve.
Gassiev was an all-time great.
Telling me don't waste my
But
time
I
on
remember
trash.
a personal recollection was sitting with you at the press conference and holding you in my arm and stroking your head. You were really down.
Bro, ew. Pause.
And it's a memory that stuck with me
What?
as a human being. But is it also something like with Mairis, is it something that has spurred you on and you feel that this chance has come from the boxing gods, so to speak, that your name is on the trophy now?
Una cosa muy diferente que ahora te estás en esta posición para pelear por lo más grande y ya tú miras tu nombre en ese trofeo. ¿Qué es lo que piensas de eso?
Dile que yo he madurado mucho después de esa derrota en Sochi y para mí fue una linda experiencia. Y,
I want to know why Kali was stroking his
de verdad que
head.
aprendí mucho. Ahora lo que me queda es
That don't sit right with me,
terminar
man.
aquí con Briedis ahora el sábado y demostrarle al mundo entero que yo soy el doctor del knockout y quiero esa revancha con Gassier, con Usyk y todos los que estén ahí, que me den esa oportunidad. Y nada, estoy bien contento que esto haya pasado.
It's that was a learning experience. He's matured a whole lot from that fight. He's grateful to be here today once again to be able to showcase and show the world, why he's the best, why he's the KO doctor, and to be able to redeem himself and take that cup home. Not only that, eventually he'll get the Gassiev rematch and Usyk and whoever wants to get it.
Fantastic words, and also one hell of a fighter and a person, both guys.
You think Briedis
it's been a
getting
privilege to
knocked
work with
out?
Such athletes. But now to the fight itself. Saturday night, it's, we're 48 hours away from the biggest fight of your life. How do you see the fight going? I know sometimes you don't want to give away too much, but let's give us a prediction of how you see the fight going and how you plan to take hold of this wonderful trophy in front of me.
He's a pressure fighter, power puncher. He will knock your ass to sleep. One punch type shit. He will put you to bed. Look at old Tabidi, right?
Esto va a ser una gran pelea. Esto va dedicado a Muhammad Ali, ya que su última pelea fue aquí hace años atrás. Y eso fue algo histórico. Esto va a ser algo histórico también. El último knockout de Muhammad Ali fue aquí. No quiere decir que el mío no lo sea aquí. El mío va a seguir siendo. Y nada, el sábado
I think that's a good plan. Smother his punches. Like, don't let Dorticos be able to load up.
Lo único que les pido es mucho
I think that's a good plan.
a ambos boxeadores y esperen lo mejor de mí.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm going to say a few words in reference to that. I'm fighting on behalf of Muhammad Ali's legacy. We have a special connection in our team. That trophy right there, Muhammad Ali, 44 years ago.
I haven't really seen him fight much on the inside.
This year, he fought Richard Dunn. And that was his last knockout in history before he retired and fighting.
In Munich.
Yes, in Munich. So, he's here to give it his all. He's here to show the world why he's the KO doctor. He's here to take that trophy home with his team and become
See? The KO doctor.
like the greatest of all times.
So you're predicting an Ali-style performance, Yuniel?
All natural anesthesia.
Coming to entertain.
Yo siempre he venido a entretener a la fanática del boxeo, a hacer el show que siempre hago.
That chin strap, though.
Saben quién soy yo y saben que yo
It's so precise.
entrego mi corazón en el ring.
Everybody
Look at
knows
that
that
shit.
I've always been a show dog. I come to give it my all. This is what I'm here for. That's what fighters do. That's what champions do. To become great, you have to give it your all. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to do what I got to do. To all the fans out there worldwide, Miami, his team, just, give him the love and support. Because come Saturday night, he's going to perform at the highest level possible.
Thank you very much, and good luck for Saturday, and thank you very much for all you've given to the World Boxing Super Series. It takes a lot to step up against the best, and you've certainly done that, and congratulations already on that part. Mairis, two-time world champion. Let's rewind the clock a little bit. Your first ever world title here in Germany against Marco Huck, the WBC World Championship. You've already hunted on this territory well. How do you feel Saturday night?
I used to be real high on Marco Huck.
What's your feelings? Have you also looked at the Ali?
Came over here to
emphasis
PBC on
around
Spike,
the
got his
event?
ass beat.
Does that ride in your heart too? Is it something
Against Glowacki,
that
right?
motivates you, or how do you see Saturday night going?
Ja mēs atgriežamies tad, kad bija pirmo reizi pat titulu jāboksē ar Marko Huku, tas bija, teiksim tā, sajūts, kā mans dēls pirmklasnieks iet pirmajā klasē. Jā, tad es iegāju lielajā skatuvē.
Yeah, that wasn't Clippers, that's the Razor.
Bet
That shit was
es
precise.
uzticos savai komandai, mēs esam izdarījuši lielu darbu un visi mēs un darām joprojām.
That was artistry right there.
Tāpēc, teiksim tā, mājās saka, kāpēc es Rīgā neboksēšu. Vai nebūs kaut kas savādāk. Mājas sienas palīdz, bet mana siena būs līdzās man. Jebkurā gadījumā tā būs mana komanda, tā mazā sieniņa, kas būs riņķī.
I got Paulo by KO.
Mēs iziesim ringā un parādīsim fantastisku cīņu. Un līdz ar to arī, jā, gaidām ar nepacietību rīt svēršanos un arī sestdienas cīņu.
Speaking of that, I'm going right to the gym after this stream is over.
Šo cīņu ar nepacietību.
I've been loving it lately up in
Thinking back
there.
now to fight against Hook, the feeling was like sending your kid to the first day of school on the first grade. That was my entry to the big stage, and obviously I remember it well. But my team around me is one I trust. I fully trust, and I believe that they have done together with me a fantastic job preparing for this fight. So for Saturday we should be ready. A lot of people back home ask me how is it going to feel now without the home crowd in attendance backing you up, but I have the small crowd that I need, which is my team right next to me during the fight, and that's all I need for Saturday. And I can't wait for weighing tomorrow and for the fight night on Saturday.
Thank you very much, Mairis.
You know, Manuel Char got some crazy stories.
So, just before we make the face-to-face with the fighters,
he got like shot at and shit.
In very different
and
conditions
like
than normal. I'd like to thank all the media, all the support, and most of all, the fans for taking us so much into their heart as the World Boxing Super Series. On behalf of the World Boxing Super Series, thank you very much. We look forward to what promises to be an absolute classic on Saturday night. And I'd like to thank you for your time and attention and look forward to Saturday night.
You know who else?
If I could ask you to both put your masks on before standing up.
You know who else took a slug? Frank Warren. Frank Warren got popped before it, and he didn't tell a soul. Frank Warren, a motherfucking G. Who else got shot? I got shot at. I got a piece of like brick or bullet fragment like in my shoulder. I got stabbed up before too. That was whack. He was trying to fillet me, but I made him eat the jab. Man, T-Streets lived a crazy life. But yeah, I'm going to be here covering all these fights. So the fun and madness starts tomorrow night live on the Zone with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. against some guy. Lord knows I forgot the guy's name. And then, the Ring Magazine battle's on the line too for this. Ooh, seductive. What else? Oh, and Chavez Sr. is taking on Jorge Arce. Yo, crazy shit. Crazy 2020. Then on Saturday, you have this card right here, this World Boxing Super Series final for the Ring Magazine and IBF and Muhammad Ali trophy right there, and to be for supremacy at Cruiserweight. What else? What else? You got Josh Taylor taking on Ampiyang Chong Song on ESPN Plus, and Charlie Edwards up on that joint too. That's Josh Taylor's 140-pound mandatory. Josh Taylor is the WBA Super and IBF, right? He don't got the ring, does he? The World Boxing Super Series got him the ring, didn't it? And what else? Then we roll right into, after those two cards, these two cards right here, after those two are over, we roll right into the Charlo card. We roll into the Charlo card. Because that starts at 7 p.m. So remember, there's no real like prelims. So it's going to start with either like Luis Neri's fight or like actually I think it's Bakram Martaliev, or he might be a swing. But basically the Charlo pay-per-view is going to start off hot. So it's going to be like a Brandon Figueroa or Luis Neri or Danny Roman who's going to open up. I don't really know. I won't know until the weigh-in. By the way, I'm going to be covering that weigh-in. That's going to be tomorrow. And then remember, I'm covering UFC on Saturday night. So basically, between now and Sunday, I should have, by my count, let me fucking check, 17 videos out. 17 post-fight videos out. 17 videos, bros. And I'm going to be here Saturday night after, after Charlo's pay-per-view for the post-fight virtual press conference. So remember, if you don't know, all pay-per-views I do post-fight press conferences for. That's like, it's been like that for years. Certain fights, like maybe a Showtime fight or ESPN fight here and there, I'll do a post-fight press conference. But if it's any pay-per-view, we always do post-fight press conference. So that's all, you can always count on that. So we're gonna be here late on motherfucking Saturday night. So what I'm about to do is, this is my prep day. I'm trying to figure out if there's any other videos I got to do today. It's Thursday with all these fights. It's got to be something, right? The Chavez Jr. weigh-in, I don't know if I'm going to stream that. I don't know. No. So anyway, today's supposed to be my prep day. And tomorrow's supposed to be resting and getting ready, for, Saturday, because my shift starts, tomorrow night with the Chavez Jr. on his own. You dig me? So anyway, yeah. We're about to get up out of here. How long have we been live? All right, we'll rock for another 10 minutes, I guess. That press conference flew by. Man, I didn't even know I was going to be streaming this morning. I was like, oh, shit. The press conference? All right, let's jump on that joint. Hey, let's go look at the Cruiserweight division while we're here. I'll pull it up over here. Go look at the Cruiserweight division. I ain't gonna lie, I do feel good to be back in like the swing of things, you know? How long we've been live. Like, if you noticed, this is like the biggest weekend of combat sports since the pandemic started. Since, you can say, like, Wilder Fury, right? This is the biggest boxing weekend since Wilder Fury. You know what? November, the end of October, November is going to be lit too. Like, I'm really salivating for Danny Garcia versus Errol Spence. I'm not going out there. I can't go out there. Like, my job, man. I can't be out there. And plus, I don't want to be out there with them idiots and, no way. I'm good. Like, I did my, hold up. I'm pulling up the rankings and shit. Hold up, man. Shh. Come on, man. We got shit to do. It's busy this weekend, man. You asked me about protests and shit. It's a busy-ass weekend. Yo, who y'all think somebody, I'm going to say out of all these fights, it's going to be at least 3 fighters that's going to lose that's not supposed to lose. Who y'all think is going to lose? I think Casemiro might lose against that Duke Micah dude. He was talking big money shit yesterday. Who y'all think going to lose? Y'all think one of the Charlos going to lose? Y'all think Apyeon Chong Song, he going to beat up Josh Taylor? I think he going to beat him up. I forgot this motherfucker Babette Shumanov still around. Remember when he fought? Who he fight? B-Hop. And remember he have no trainer? And like he just would be quiet in the corner. He was training himself. And he just would be like quiet as shit in the corner. Like, you got to go back and watch the fight and see what I'm talking about. I'm not doing it no justice. You're going to be cracking the fuck up. And the HBO cameras would be all on his face. Was it Showtime HBO? And they'd be like, yeah, he's just going through his game plan in his head. All he had was a cut man. And dude just was quiet as shit, just working the cuts. Like, weird, man. Weird. Anyway, all right. Shh. All right, we're talking about the Cruiserweight division. Damn, I still know who a lot of these motherfuckers is. I'm surprised. I thought I was rusty. I mean, I'm still rusty. Makabu got his belt back. Remember, he got sparked out by Tony Bellew, or Bellew, as these Americans try to call him. Mairis Briedis is WBC Diamond Champion. You know what? I've never seen this man fight nowhere. I've been trying to watch this man fight for years. I have not seen this man fight nowhere. I don't know who this man is. No wonder why. I don't watch nothing. I never watch fights from France. Oh, but he out in Big Bear? I don't know who this man is. I've been seeing his name for years because, on my website, when I do the rankings and shit, I be like, I got to know who this dude is. We got to find some tape. Man, I don't feel like watching no tape on him, no. I'm sorry, bro. No tape on you. It's changed around here. The Cruiserweight division don't be getting no love. Like, people don't be know who these people are. Do y'all know who these men are? I mean, I do, for the most part. I would say I know more than 50%. Of course, you got to know Luke Nkali. Jai Opatai. He's Australian, or is he Oceanic, like New Zealand? Of course, you got to know Glowacki. Richard Riakpor. Matchroom. We already talked about Bet Shumanov. Ruslan Faithful. Who did he get beat up by? I've covered him. You got beat up by... Did he get beat up by somebody? Who you got beat up by? Tabiti. Yeah, when I was watching the tape. Was this World Boxing Super Series? Yeah, that's who you got beat up by, bro. Well, you ain't get beat. Oh, no, it was a nasty performance. I think I remember that nasty-ass fight. Ew. You know what? Let's go back and check. Let's go watch the tape. Hold on 1 minute. Beatty versus Fafer. T Street. Yup, that's me. That's me, y'all, covering this nasty shit. I bet you I'm all skinny.
Saturday, October the 13th.
That's me.
This is the second season of the World Boxing.
Yeah, I covered that nasty shit. I bet it was. Was it nasty? Look how ugly my setup was. Ew. I think I remember this nasty fight. Ew. I won't watch that no more. I ain't watching no tape on him. Who's the boogeyman? This guy? This Urslan? Gula Marion? Gula Marion. Let's do it 2-2. So, Gula Marion. Urson Gulamarian. Or Gulamarian. Urson Gulamarian. Or Gulamarian. There you go. Urson Gulamarian. Yeah, I was about a cool 220 right there. Because that was the year I was in a coma, so I was still skinny. I had lost like 110 pounds. So when was that? When was that fight? That October, yeah. Hell yeah, I couldn't walk. I remember that. Well, I can walk, but I was still on the cane. All right, let's stay on topic. So, yeah, the Cruiserweight division, I remember what happened with the Glowacki controversy. I forgot what happened with that, with Briedis and Glowacki, and I covered that fight. That's why that belt is vacant. Because I think that the winner, right, if it's not going to be O'Callaghan, Glowacki and O'Callaghan been dancing around each other. But Briedis and Dorticos is involved somehow. The winner of that. Yeah, how do you pronounce Opataya? He's got a fight coming up over on what's that? Foxtel or something over in Australia. I'm gonna check it out. And Alexei Grove. Let's check him out. They spelled his name wrong, didn't they? Where's your box rec, bro? 11-7 KOs. Is he in that? Yup, he's got Vadim. I'm glad they put this up. I was going to say, is he in that? So basically, he's affiliated somewhat with. Is he with Rob Binsky, the billionaire philanthropist? Is he in that circle? Because if you with Vadim, then you kind of in that circle. You know, with Povetkin and who else? Whatever happened to that Cruiserweight dude? The WBC dude champion before Bellew, before Makabu. What was his name? The Russian. And I think he had like back issues or something. I forgot his name. Anyway. But yeah, that Rob Binsky, World of Boxing Promotions, they got a nice little stable, man. And they powerful, like with Povetkin and, you know, all that money they got behind them. You know. But all right, guys, I'm getting up out of here, man. I'm going to see you guys later. I'm T-Street Controversy with FightView360.com. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Please subscribe.